I wake up before my alarm. The room is quiet and a little dark. A small line of light comes through the curtains and touches the wall. I listen for a moment. I can hear the birds outside and a car far away. The air in the room is cool, and I feel the sheets on my skin. I take a slow breath and smile to myself. A new day is starting. I sit up in bed, stretch my arms, and feel my back relax. I stand, place my feet on the floor, and walk to the bathroom with soft steps so I do not make noise. In the bathroom, I turn on the small light and look in the mirror. My hair is a little messy. My eyes are a little sleepy, but my face looks calm. I brush my teeth slowly. I think about the taste of the mint and the sound of water. Then I wash my face with cold water. The cold feels strong at first, but it wakes me up and makes me feel fresh. I dry my face with a towel and comb my hair. I choose clean clothes. Simple jeans, a soft shirt, and warm socks. These clothes are comfortable and easy, and I like to feel comfortable in the morning. I walk to the kitchen and open the window a little. Fresh air enters the room and carries the smell of the street. Somewhere a bakery is working, and I can smell bread. I put water in the kettle and prepare coffee. While the water gets hot, I cut an apple and put peanut butter on toast. The kettle sings and I pour the hot water over the coffee. The smell is strong and friendly. I sit at the small table near the window and eat slowly. I look outside and watch the street. A man walks his dog. The dog is small and proud. Two students pass with heavy bags and laugh about something I cannot hear. The world is waking up, and I am waking up with it. After breakfast, I wash the cup and the plate, wipe the table, and put the knife back in its place. I like a clean kitchen. It makes my mind feel clear. I check my phone, but only for a short time. I read the time, a message from a friend, and a note from my calendar. Today I have work to do, a short call in the afternoon, and an errand to run at the post office. I pack my bag with my notebook, a pen, my water bottle, and a small snack. I put on my shoes and jacket and step outside. The air is cool and a little wet from the night. The sky is light blue with thin clouds. I walk to the bus stop. On the way, I pass the bakery that I smelled from my kitchen. The inside is warm and bright. Fresh loaves sit in a long line. A woman with a red scarf buys two and puts them in a paper bag. I smile at the baker and he nods. Small moments like this make me feel part of the city. At the bus stop, a few people are waiting. A student with headphones, a man reading the news on his phone, and an old woman with a small shopping cart. The bus comes with a soft sigh. I get on, say good morning to the driver, and find a seat near the window. The bus moves slowly through the streets. I look out and see the city start its day. A child waves at the bus from a balcony. A cat watches birds from a window. A shop owner pulls up the metal door of a small store. These tiny pictures feel like pieces of a puzzle, and the whole picture is called Morning. I get off near my building and walk the last street. I like this part because the trees on this street are tall and friendly. Their leaves move in the small wind and make a light sound. I enter the building, use the stairs, and reach my floor. My desk is near a window. I put my bag down, open the window a little, and sit. I turn on my laptop and place my notebook beside it. Before I start, I take a minute to breathe and plan. I write 3 simple goals for the morning. Finish 1 report, answer important emails, and review a small document for a colleague. When goals are simple, my head feels light. I begin with emails. I read each one and answer in clear words. I do not try to sound smart. I try to sound kind and easy to understand. One email needs a file, so I attach it and check the link twice. Another email is a question from a new client, and I reply with short steps, one by one, with no hard words. When the inbox is quiet, I open my report. I read the first page slowly and fix a few sentences. I want the report to be simple for anyone. I add a small table with numbers and a short note to explain them. I feel the work moving, like water in a clean river. At 10, I stand up and stretch. I walk to the kitchen at work, fill my bottle with water, and look out the window. The sky is brighter now. A delivery truck stops on the street, and 2 people carry boxes inside a store. I drink and return to my desk. The report grows page by page. When I write, I sometimes stop and close my eyes for 5 seconds. In those 5 seconds, I ask myself, is this clear? Can a busy person understand it fast? Then I make small changes and continue. Near noon, my stomach tells me it is time for lunch. I save the file, close the laptop, and take my jacket. I go outside to a small place on the corner. Inside it smells like soup, bread, and herbs. I order a bowl of vegetable soup and a small salad. I sit near the window again and watch people on the street while I eat. The soup is warm, and the bread is soft. I do not rush. I let the meal be a rest for my mind. After lunch, I walk around the block. The sun is not strong, but it is friendly. I see a dog sleeping in a bright square of light on the floor of a shop. I see a child riding a small scooter with careful feet. I see a man in a blue hat carry a plant in a pot like a treasure. The city has many small stories every minute. I return to work with a calm heart. In the afternoon, I have a short call. Before it starts, I write 3 points on a sticky note. The problem, 2 simple solutions, and the next small step. When the call begins, I smile and say hello. The voice on the other side sounds tired but kind. We speak about the problem. I offer the 2 simple solutions. We choose one and decide the next step for tomorrow morning. The call is only 15 minutes, but it feels useful. I write a short summary and send it, so no one forgets. When the call ends, I continue with the document for my colleague. It needs clean language and correct numbers. I read it line by line and check the math. I change a few small things and add a clear title. I send it with a short note. Here is the updated version. The numbers are checked. The language is simpler now. My colleague answers with a smile emoji and a thank you. Small thanks can carry a lot of warmth. The afternoon passes. I take small breaks to stand, drink water, and look outside. At 5, I close my laptop and put my notebook in my bag. I feel good. I did not finish everything in the world, but I finished what I planned, and that is enough. I say goodbye to the few people still in the room and leave the building. Outside, the light is softer. The sky is a pale orange near the horizon. I decide to walk home instead of taking the bus. My feet enjoy the movement after hours of sitting. I pass the same trees and feel the same light wind, but now everything looks a little different because the day has moved. A child draws with chalk on the ground. The drawing is a big sun with many lines. 2 friends sit on a bench and share a bag of fries. A cyclist rings a small bell and passes with a smile. I walk slowly and let the city show me these friendly pictures. At home, I take off my shoes and hang my jacket. I wash my hands and open the windows to let in evening air. I play soft music and begin to cook dinner. Tonight I make rice with vegetables and a small piece of fish. I cut the vegetables into small pieces, carrots, peppers, and zucchini. The colors look like a small painting on the cutting board. In the pan, the oil warms and begins to sing. I add garlic and onions, and the kitchen smells like a promise. I add the vegetables and move them with a wooden spoon. I like this part because it is slow and simple. The rice cooks in a pot and becomes soft. I place the fish in a little pan with lemon and salt. Everything cooks at its own speed, and I follow. I eat at the table, not in front of a screen. I chew slowly and taste each bite. The food is not special, but it is honest. I feel thankful for the warm kitchen, the clean plate, and the quiet room. When I finish, I wash the dishes and let them dry. I wipe the table and the stove. A clean kitchen at night makes the morning feel easy. Later, I sit on the sofa with a light blanket. The window is open, and I can hear the soft sound of the street. I take a book from the shelf. It is a simple story about a small town near the sea. The sentences are clear and kind. I read for half an hour. Sometimes I stop and imagine the sea. The smell of salt, the sound of waves against rocks. Reading at night is like a soft door to another place, but I can return any time. I put the book down and take my phone to send a message to my mother. I ask how her day was. She writes about her garden and a new flower that opened today. She sends a photo. The flower is yellow and looks like a small sun. I send back a heart and a smile. Then I text a friend and ask about the weekend. Maybe we will meet for coffee on Sunday. The friend writes, "Yes, let's do it." And I feel happy. I decide to go for a short evening walk. The air is cooler now. The sky is dark blue with a silver moon. Streetlights make small orange circles on the ground. I walk to the end of the street and turn left to the small park. The park is quiet. A couple walks slowly holding hands. A man throws a ball for his dog, and the dog runs with great joy. I sit on a bench for a few minutes and breathe. I think about the day, not with stress but with care. I remember the morning light, the bus window, the warm soup at lunch, the short, useful call, the walk home, and the taste of dinner. The day was not big, but it was full of small good things. Back at home, I close the windows, turn off the music, and prepare for bed. In the bathroom, I brush my teeth and wash my face again. I put a glass of water on the nightstand. In the bedroom, I choose clothes for tomorrow and place them on a chair. This small habit makes the morning smoother. I take a notebook and write 3 lines. One good thing, one thing I learned, and one plan for tomorrow. Today, the good thing is the calm walk home. The thing I learned is that a short plan before a call makes the call easy. The plan for tomorrow is to start the hard task first. These small notes help me remember my life. I turn off the light and lie down. The pillow is cool and the blanket is warm. I listen to the night. The street is almost silent. My body feels heavy in a good way. I close my eyes and let the pictures of the day pass again, like slow clouds. The bakery shelves. The bus driver's hello. The 3 goals on my page. The steam from my soup. The chalk sun on the ground. The yellow flower in the message from my mother. I feel calm and thankful. My breath becomes slow and deep. Sleep comes softly. It feels like a friend putting a light hand on my shoulder and saying, "It is okay to rest now." In my dream, I walk beside the sea. The water is quiet, and the air smells like salt and wind. A path goes along the shore, and small shells shine in the sand. I do not hurry. I walk and listen to the waves. The dream is simple and clean, like my day. When I wake in the night for a moment, I drink a little water and listen again to the silence. I think of tomorrow, but only for a second. The thought is not heavy. It is light, like a leaf. I let it go and close my eyes. Sleep returns like a soft blanket. Morning will come again. I will open my eyes and see that same line of light on the wall. I will wash my face with cold water and feel awake. I will drink coffee and watch the street. I will write new goals and take small steps. I will speak with kind words, do my work with care, and look for tiny bright moments. This idea makes me peaceful, even while I sleep. The story of this day is not a big drama. It is a quiet map of small actions. Wake, wash, eat, walk, work, rest, cook, read, speak, and sleep. But inside these small actions there is meaning. There is the love of simple order. There is respect for the body and the mind. There is time for others and time for myself. There is space for learning. And there is a soft kind of joy that comes when a day fits like a good coat. Before the alarm rings, I wake again. The first light returns. The city begins to move. I stretch and sit up. I remember the promise I made to myself yesterday. Start the hard task first. Drink water early. Keep words clear and kind. I feel ready. I stand and walk to the bathroom. The water is cool and bright. In the mirror, I see a face that belongs to a person who tries. Not a perfect person, but a steady one. That is enough for me. I do not know what the new day will bring. Maybe the bus will be late. Maybe the call will change. Maybe rain will come. But I know I can move through it step by step. I can breathe, choose small actions, and look for small bright things. I can be present at the table with my morning coffee. I can be present on the street with people and trees. I can be present at my desk with a simple plan. Presence is a quiet power. It turns a normal day into something gentle and real. So the story closes with this thought. A day is a gift when we live it slowly and clearly. A simple routine is not boring when the heart is open. It is a safe road where we can learn, practice, and grow. And tomorrow, when the light slides across the wall again, I will begin once more, not from zero, but from here, carrying all the small lessons of today.